Good day, YouTube. This is Jade Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Hexo. It looks like they're having a fairly decent day, and so started looking at them and thought I'd see what's going on and do a video about them. This is Hexo. I've talked about them a couple times here on the channel, and ticker is Hexo. Down over 92% in the last year. In the last 3 months, down over 55%. In the last month, it's actually positive 5.43, or we'll just call it over 5% because it's changing. Here in the last week, up over 8.88%, and here's a look at what it's doing today. So could have gotten a nice dip there at 57 cents, and looks like it's kind of stair-stepping up its way. So I haven't bought any of this one for a while. I kind of put it on the back burner, took a back seat to this one, and got involved in some other things, but I still have 80 shares here at a cost basis of $169. If you watch my older Hexo videos, I had a cost basis of $17 and change, and so not very good at all. So, but since then, I've lowered my cost basis for sure. If you don't know much about this one, it is a MJ play. It's feel free to pause and go over that. It's been around since 2013. 5.13 million shares being traded, and the average is 11.05 at $253 million market cap. 52-week low of 0.4603 and a high of $11.04. Here's a look at their ratings, currently at a 60% hold, and next earnings is expected on March 17th in the pre-market. Here's a look at the last time I bought some, tried to get some at 68 cents, 78, actually got some at 85 cents there, and currently at 69 cents. Microsoft Bing currently showing it as a hold. Hexo stock upgrade by Jefferies analyst, price target now 53 cents. This is a little bit older, but still relevant if you're in Hexo. The day's price range saw the stock hit a low of 0.4726, while the highest price level was 0.5064. That Hexo provides update on the path going forward. So we'll see what this one does. It maintains the #1 position in Canada and announces a Redecan product and market expansion. So we'll just have to see what this one does. News release, a designated news release for the purpose of the company's prospectus supplement, dated May 11th. Short form-based prospectus dated on May 7th and amended and restated on May 25th. So, like I've said on this one and Sundial, just did a Sundial video. I think they had till the 7th to get it up over $1. Maybe they did get that extension. I would have to do some more research on that one currently. So, here's what some of the leading gurus are saying about Hexo. Let's kind of skim over it. I have some ratings here towards the end as well. So the average true range of Hexo is set at 0.05 with the price to sales ratio for Hexo in that period of the last 12 months to amounting 1.48. The price to book ratio for the last quarter is 0.12. Here's a look at the stock trade performance evaluation. Latest performance, shares dropped minus 29.44%. And over the last 4-week period, additionally sinking by minus 87.55% over the last 6 months. Not to mention the lovely 92.19% in the last year of trading. So, but if you're looking to get into this one, not that I give tax, legal, or trading advice, you'd have a nice buying opportunity. That's about the only way to look at it. So you just have to do your own due diligence. A concerned shareholder calls for immediate change at Hexo Corp to reverse massive share destruction. This is dated on Wednesday the 2nd, so almost a week ago. So Ariv, who currently owns approximately 2% stake in Hexo, has been waging a battle with management at the MJ company over the past months since the company's August 2021 acquisition of licensed producer Redecan. Ariv alleges that former chair and former Sebastian St. Louis deceived the Redecan group of the investors and destroyed shareholder value by completing a number of destructive financings, and that the incumbent board of directors, led by the current board chair John Bell and director Vincent Chiara, also grossly remiss in approaching these transactions. Ariv also alleges that the Hexo management and board were fully aware of a Redecan group of investors was primarily compromised for First Nations individuals and supporters of First Nations groups. So who really knows what this has done to the stock price? The whole MJ sector is down itself. Pretty much every one that I look at, except Sundial's actually up today, and High Tide is actually up today. As you all know, if you follow my channel religiously, which you should, High Tide is one of my favorites in the MJ field. So 52-week trading at a low of 58 and high of 14, so quite a span there, and that is in Canadian. So again, they're award-winning consumer packaged goods, MJ company that creates and distributes innovative products to serve the global MJ market through its hub and spoke business strategy. Hexo Corp is a partnership with the Fortune 500 companies, bringing its brand cannabinoid isolation technology, licensed infrastructure, and regulatory expertise to established companies. Leveraging the distribution networks and capacity, the company serves the Canadian adult use markets. And I've done a couple other videos kind of out of the norm. I did one yesterday, what MJ investors could expect in 2022. I did a couple other ones, looks like back on the second, about MJ legalization in Tennessee. Reefer madness finally comes to an end in Montana, and legalizing recreational MJ has spurred the economy in the first 4 states that it was legal in. And there's a lot of good information in those videos. I would suggest going and watching those. They don't talk really about a stock per se, but just kind of some ideas about federal legalization and everything. So everything that's going to pump these stocks up. Why Hexo is rising 7% today, and again, this is a day old, but still relevant. Rising in the morning, trading on Monday, rising to 67 cents per share on a particular news of the company. However, today is a pretty big day for a fellow stock Sundial, as it faces imminent delisting from the NASDAQ for failing to maintain a stock price share above $1. And I believe it needs to stay above $1 for 10 days. So Hexo got a similar notice from the exchange last week and has 6 months to regain compliance. So we'll see what both of these do. I've been talking about both Hexo and Sundial quite a bit, and just hopefully they get back up above $1 so they don't get delisted. So the maintains it as overall market shareholder in Canada with a 14.6% share compared to number 2 Tilray, which has a 12.5% share. Also has a top spot in a number of industry segments, including beverages, capsules, and oils. Hexo's joint venture with Molson Coors, I've went over this in the past, owns the top spot in the MJ infused beverages, holding a 40% share in the market. And I pointed that out several times. A lot of the upcoming revenue, and actually more revenue, is in the CBD infused drinks and whatever else they decide to come up with. So what Sundial Growers was given its ultimatum to increase its share price last August. It did nothing. Often companies in similar situations will effect a reverse stock split to artificially boost the share price. it chose not to. Now today it is the deadline for its delisting. So still researching that one and going to see what happens with that one. But we'll see going forward on it. So it was pumped up at one time by the meme stocks, but I haven't seen any of that action here lately. So here on StockTwits, currently at 71 cents, low of 46, high of $11.04. See you at 200. I don't know if that means $200. That would be awesome. Where's the pork missile? MJ is back in town. And like I've said, I think 2022 is going to be a good year for MJ. I think they've all finally hit the bottom, and might be a time to scoop up some shares on some of these. But again, I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice. Do that on your own. Over here on Emerson Money, currently showing it as a hold. And here on TipRanks, currently as a moderate sell with a not much of an upside to 71 cents, high of 80, low of 53. But that's all that I have on Hexo. If you have this one, go ahead and list it in the comments along with your cost basis, any other information you'd like to share. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.